this commission really works in a shadowy world of Communist Party justice. Here in China, party members are effectively above the law, Patricia, and when it comes down to discipline and investigations, it's often a brutal system, and we take a rare look inside the system. In a quiet tea house, Wu Qian agreed to secretly meet us. She says she's been followed by state security ever since her husband died. When she last saw him, he was barely recognizable, called at 1 a.m. to Wenzhou Hospital after he was missing for more than a month.
The man I saw at the emergency room was like a skinny beggar. His hair and beard was long, and his body was covered with bruises. I was completely astonished, and I shook him. When I touched him, I felt his body was cold. He was tortured. I knew it from the moment I saw the bruises on his body. It's evident that he was tortured for a long time.
Before his brutal death, Yu Qiyi was a rising star of the Communist Party, allowing his family to live a life of privilege. Then, after a business trip to Beijing, Yu was picked up by party investigators for a, quote, minor misconduct. Driven into town, and according to the indictments, after weeks of interrogation, tortured to death in one of these rooms. Prosecutors say 6 men drowned him by dunking his head in ice water in a building called the Garden of Ultimate Justice, falling victim to a shadowy system called Shuanggui, designed to curb corruption in the party. Hidden from public view, defense lawyers say that interrogation, torture, and even suicides are common. But this case gives a rare look at the hidden world of Communist Party-style justice. In this case, the party is taking action against the interrogators, but Yu is pushing for more justice. For her husband's torture and killing, the 6 men are facing only assault charges. She says she will stop at nothing to fight the Shuanggui system.
The only thing I can do now is to stay strong and have faith. This system is evil. It's sinister beyond our imagination. All I want to do now is to reveal the truth.
She says her husband deserves it and wants others to avoid his fate. Well, Patricia, this system is pervasive in China, but very little is known about it or written about it. Certainly, state media here is controlled by the party, so very little information in general out on this internal interrogation system. But human rights activists believe that it is a system that is completely surrounded by interrogation and, in fact, they say torture. The trial for these 6 men will happen today, in just a few hours, in fact, in eastern China. Yu Qiyi's wife told me that she believes those 6 men are just scapegoats, and it's the more powerful members who would have ordered that interrogation that need to see justice. Patricia?
David, is that likely to happen?
It is unlikely to happen. We don't know exactly how open this trial will be. Certainly, as you saw in the piece there, that she tried to get into the court with her lawyers. We spoke to her yesterday. It seems she has access at least to view the proceedings today. Often these trials are show trials in China, particularly of Communist Party members, because effectively, as I said, they are above the law here in China. They want to see, or at least she wants to see, a broad overhaul of the system, as do others. There isn't all that much sympathy at times from ordinary Chinese for Communist Party officials caught in this system. Unusually, though, because Yu Qiyi's wife went so public and posted photographs of his plight on social media, there was a public outcry on this case, and so perhaps that pressure in this closed system in China will help open up information on this shadowy practice.